this. I think the one team in the league that's actually really, really good that hasn't looked like it is the Denver Broncos. So Bo Nix last year was really bad in September. Bo Nix this year hasn't been good in September. What a coincidence. Drew Brees, his worst month as a Saint was September. Why? My theory has always been Sean Payton puts a lot on your plate. And in Drew Brees' last 3 or 4 years in New Orleans, starters don't play in the preseason. Bo Nix isn't taking a lot of snaps in the preseason. And Sean Payton puts a lot on your plate. And I think it takes October, November, and December for Brees and Bo Nix to get their arms around the playbook. Sean Payton's career record in September. Sean Payton's 500, 30-30. The rest of his career in October on is 50-17. So Sean Payton and his quarterbacks do not play well in September. Isn't that crazy? Sean Payton, an all-time coach, 500 in September. Drew Brees, average in September. Drew Brees is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. So I think as we get closer to the end, you get a very weak defensive personnel in Cincinnati. They can't run the ball. 3rd and longs. I think they pop this weekend. And here was Sean Payton on the early struggles of Bo Nix.
Just keep firing. You know, he's going to hit plenty of those. One of the things that's a gift is his off-schedule throws. So you just want to be careful how much you tell him. And then I think part of it is when you settle into certain plays, there's a rhythm to, you know, the mechanics.
Yeah. So I there are things that are not a coincidence. Sean Payton, never been a great September coach, which goes against everything. Drew Brees, all-timer. Worst month was September. Bo Nix suddenly, with Sean Payton, really struggles in September. Now you're saying to yourself, well, it's still September. I believe this is a great spot. Extra day, you know, they get the extra day of prep. They're at home, high altitude, beat up defense for Cincinnati. This game, I think, they click and they look the part. I think this is the last really special team in the NFL that hasn't looked special yet. For the record, that Colts game, they had one. They re-kicked and lost. Chargers game, couple opportunities, missed on big opportunities downfield.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm in a lot of agreement with Colin here with Bo Nix Never Broncos. It is interesting with the whole September thing. And that could be for various reasons that, you know, I don't think it's worth trying to unpack too specifically, but it is a legitimate sample size. That's the thing. It is a legitimate sample size and a legitimate, we'll call it a phenomenon. And so I am curious to see if that continues to continue. But I mean, listen, I just made a video about Bo Nix and, you know, Nick's been ripping him, and I go all out and defending what Bo has done because we have such this nonsense narrative around him, and it's just that it's nonsense. But focusing on this game specifically, Bengals versus Broncos, I'm always on the fence with what I would like to see from a team in the various situations, because I had also made a video where Nick was talking about, oh, you know, I need to see like a clean game from Jordan Love, et cetera, like the way how it was phrased. And I was just thinking to myself, and I make that statement a lot too, and I'm like, you know, it is funny because you can say that about every single team, about every single quarterback. I don't need him to throw for 400 yards. I don't need to see 4 touchdowns, no matter how bad the defense is or whatever it is. You're like, I don't need to see that. I just need to see a high-quality, clean game, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And, like, you know, you could really say that about every single quarterback in every single game. But I actually want to see more from Bo Nix in Denver. I don't want to see them win and have it be just a clean game, but they still come away with the win, 2-14 or something. It's like, I want to see, because I'm all about pulling back on the big plays because I'm not a big play chaser necessarily. That's actually what I talked about in that previous video about all these big deep throws. But we know that Sean Payton wants that very much, and he wants that from Bo Nix. And so for me, it's like I do want to see a game where Bo Nix balls out at this point. Unless the defense is able to have a kind of a similar repeat to what we saw with the Minnesota Vikings, where it was like, man, they're able to pile on these points so easily that there's like no big need for that from the Broncos. But, outside of that, I I do want to see like we're watching not exactly like what we saw against the Kansas City Chiefs in the final week last year, but you just want to feel like everything is coming to him, that he's just able to just do it all, and you're just like, yep, that's the quarterback. I don't need to just be like, oh, I just want to see him play like a nice high quality clean game. Like I know he can do that. So I'm not really concerned about that, but I just want to feel like everything is not happening at hyperspeed because I talked about that a lot as well, that not everything is so sped up and everything is just so fast. But I just want to feel like, hey, we're going up against a weaker team, a weaker defense, and a backup quarterback. We're just going to take care of business, and we're going to take care of business, but like we're going to show our potential. Like we are going to get after it. This game isn't going to be ugly. This game isn't going to be ugly on our part, at least. That is this game isn't going to be like, hey, we really just need to come away with the win here. Uh, you know, let's just make sure that we, cross our T's and dot our I's. It's like, yeah, you want that too, but like you in a game like this, you should be able to do both. You should be able to do both. And if you are now losing games because like, Bo Nix is just too sloppy, or gosh, man, he can't stop turning the ball over, or he looks confused, or this or that. And I would say, you know what? I don't care that you're supposed to roll the Bengals. I just want a clean game. I just want a smooth game. I just want to see this, that, and the third. That's not what I feel like right now. That's not how I'm feeling right now. Now, again, I don't want it to be like hyper-aggression just for the sake of hyper-aggression either, but it's just like the opportunities are clearly going to be there for you. And I want to start to see that those plays connect. Those plays connect. And I want to feel like it's just within the rhythm of the offense and not just like, oh God, a guy's open long, let me rip it now. Like everything just needs to feel so much more settled. And there should be absolutely positively zero reason why this offense and this team should feel sped up going up against this Cincinnati Bengals team. There should just be zero reasons for it. Zero reasons for it. Zero reasons for it. Zero reasons for it. So I want to see them look great. I want to see them look awesome. I want to see them look, dare I say, dominant. But I want it to be 100% on their terms. They should be able to dictate the flow of this game. No question about it. No question about it. And their defense should make a backup quarterback look like a backup quarterback. And I feel that this team needs a big win. Like the Green Bay Packers are playing the Dallas Cowboys and they're supposed to be bad. And it's like, I don't think the Green Bay Packers need a big win. They don't need a big win. Jordan Love doesn't need to get reconnected with his offense and the defense and this and that. Like, I don't need that. They just need a nice, smooth, clean game, even though everyone also is expecting them to like blow them out in the return of Micah Parsons. It's like they don't need that. They just need a nice, smooth, consistent win, not turning the ball over, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm looking at this game and I'm like, the Broncos have not been able to really be connected so far this season. They haven't been able to really be as great as I think they are. And it's just like, I want to see greatness. I want to see greatness. Because you're going to need greatness to win a bunch of these other games as the season unfolds. And I want to see the greatness, but I want to see the calm greatness. I want to see the calm greatness. I want everyone in the Broncos team to take a big deep breath, say their prayers, whatever they do, and it's just like, let's just all chill. We're going to play our game, our brand of football, and we're literally just going to lean on a team that's clearly nowhere near as good as us, and they're just going to break, and that's all we got to do. So I'm excited, but those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Denver Broncos, Bo Nix? Do you think they'll be able to turn it around, have a big win against the Bengals? I'm curious. What do you need to see from the Bengals? Because I kind of mapped out, the different things that you can kind of expect from your team, your quarterback, whatever, in a win. What would give you the most reassurance that like, all right, we're moving in the right direction here? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.